Hello, welcome to Boardgames with Niramas. I'm Joseph, I'm here with Draco, and today we are going to play some Marvel Champions again. It's really fun, really enjoyed this game. Haven't played in a little while, but now we're back because we have the hood on the table, the new upcoming scenario pack here, where we add a new villain that we can fight, and a new scenario where everything takes place. And this one looks really cool, really interesting twist here to how it usually runs, and I'm going to show you how all that works, of course. We are going to start off though with just talking a little bit about the sort of giveaway that we're also doing. We are doing this like it's GenCon is going on, there's GenCon online. So I was contacted by Asmodee, Fantasy Flight Games, that asked me to do this. So first of all, big thank you to Asmodee, Nordics, and Fantasy Flight Games for providing these two packs that I have here. So I have one that I'm going to show you, and I have one over there, Draco's taking care of it, that we are going to give away to one of the viewers. You're also going to get some cool little Draco stickers, a Draco meeple, and you're also going to get one of these packs, which is basically promo cards. It's alternate artwork, and so basically they show more of the image that you usually see, so you can have these instead of the ones that come with the base game for all those base game heroes, right? Really cool stuff. So let's have them over here as well. You will also get some keychains from Asmodee. All that is for one lucky winner. In order to enter the giveaway and have a chance to win this package of fun stuff here. And by the way, it is free shipping worldwide, so we'll ship it to whoever wins it. And in order to win, you need to send me an email. So what you do is you send me an email. You have it here. BGW Niramas. Let's see if I can pan the camera in a way. There we go. So you see it better. So bgwniramas@gmail.com. Just send me an email in the topic line. Just put in the hood. And then just tell me in the message, what is your favorite hero to play in Marvel Champions. I will randomize all those emails, all those entrants. And on Sunday, so 3 days from now, on Sunday evening, at 9 p.m. Central European Time, just like what the time is right now, I will randomize it. I will let the winner know by email, by responding to that email, and I will also put it on my social media on Facebook and Instagram at BGW Niramas, and I will also put it here on YouTube in a sort of community post where I can post something on YouTube without having, I don't need to make a video for it. Alright, that is how you enter the giveaway. I will repeat this at the end of the video as well, but I'm thinking if you watch this afterwards, not everyone is watching while the stream is going on, then you can see this here at the beginning, and you can, have to send me an email with the topic line there, the hood, and tell me your favorite character to play in Marvel Champions. Alright, I think that is everything we need to do here at the start. Hey to Marvel Champions Monthly fan podcast. That's cool. I should listen to you guys. I really like this game. Hey, Dorks Like Guns, and Shay Locke is here as well. And Matthews had a question there in the chat if this is already out, and it's not. This is coming. I don't have a date, sadly, to share with you, but it is coming. I know that much. Pretty soon here, you can pre-order it, I think. And I got a early copy here, of course. So let's start looking at what we have in this set here in the scenario pack. I am just going to keep forgetting to do it. I need to pop out the chat window. There we go. So I can see what you guys tell me. And at the same time, I am going to pan down a little bit. Let's see something like this, Draco. Is that good? You just see the nose tip of Draco there. So here we are going to start looking through, because this is a pretty cool scenario pack here. The hood. We have the hood, of course, 1, 2, 3. We're only going to play normal today, so we're not going to use the 3 there. But then we also got some new, we have a bunch of scenario, sort of, what's it called? Modular scenarios, but we also got some new cards here for the expert. So 4 new cards for the expert mode. I'm not going to use them today, but it's really cool that we get new ones there. Hey, Daniel Carlson is here as well. And this is really cool. We got some new standard cards. I think that is really awesome, because I've been playing this game quite a bit. I have all the expansions and everything. And you always use the same standard cards, right? So it's really cool to get some new standard cards here. So 8 new ones that you can use with whatever boss you're using, whatever villain. The first one here, well, it got me a bit puzzled though, because it says this formidable foe. It says expert mode only, permanent setup. So I don't think you should use this if you're playing the standard mode, but then I don't understand why it's in standard. That confused me. These are called standard 2, by the way. So I'm really not really sure how to use this card. This really confused me because it kind of contradicts itself, I think. But since it is in standard and the card, the setup card, tells me to use the standard encounter sets, I will put it in there. And if it comes up, I assume, are we going to use it? I don't know. I'm really confused by this card, to be honest, because I don't really understand how it's supposed to be used, and it didn't really say anything from what I could see here either in the this little thing that comes with the expansion. However, it's pretty cool here. It's pretty cool with the what's it called? With the hero, with the hood, not the hero, the villain. That's the word I'm looking for. The villain, the hood here. His whole thing is that he has foul play. So his special thing here is foul play. It says discard the top card of the encounter deck. If that card does not belong to the hood encounter set, deal it to yourself as a face down encounter card. And he's gonna have a bunch of cards that doesn't belong to himself. Because also his thing here is when we do the first main scheme, it says when revealed, each player must resolve his foul play ability in player order. But then it also says in the setup here, we're going to choose the 7 modular encounter sets. Well, basically 7 modular. We can do any 7, I assume. But I am going to use from this new encounter sets here because it's more fun. But I guess you can mix and match as you want here. You said to flip formidable foe. Oh, there we go. Okay, thank you. Oh, I have a hard time pronouncing your name, I think, but Guillermo, maybe? Thank you so much. Yeah, okay. So this is what you use with the expert, this is what you use with the standard, okay. There we go. So now he gets steady. Require 2 status cards of the same type to be stunned or confused. That's pretty cool as well. Okay, well, that's solved it. Okay, so we have that one. We have the obligation. I'm going to play as Ant-Man. I just really like Ant-Man. And then we have the actual cards that are for the hood. So we have the hood cards. So that is the deck so far. But then we're also in the setup here. It says to put, well, choose 7 modular encounter sets and set them aside. We can choose randomly, it says. Choose one of these sets at random, then shuffle it into the encounter deck. So we're going to start with I think this guy is going to be very, it's going to be fun to play it multiple times because it's going to be so different depending on what encounter sets. Well, all villains work like that in this game, but this guy is going to have cards that bring in more of these as we go. So what the scenario pack here comes with 9 of these, plus those new basic cards and expert cards, which are really cool, I think. And so in here, we are going to, I'm going to go through these, and then we're going to pick one of them at random. Well, 7 of them at random, and then 1 of them at random, and we're going to use that to start playing. So let me just make sure that my chat is up and running as it should. There we go. It looks great, I think. Always have this problem with my... Okay, so here we go. I see the chat. Okay. So let's go through these. We have the first one here that I'm going to talk a little bit about. Is the state of emergency. So this is 6 cards, and it seems to be 4 out of them are side schemes. Okay, I don't want to go through in detail on everyone here, but we'll do a little. You're gonna see them as we play, right? There we have Crime Pace here. This is coming from the Sinister Syndicate. So this is 7 cards with some minions in here. Looks like bunch of different ones. White Rabbit. I don't know all of these. Like, I haven't really read the comics. I only watched the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So there's a lot of stuff that are lost on me in this game. Then we have another one here called the Ransacked Armory. This is 7 cards. This looks to be like a flamethrower. Yeah, different kinds of jetpack. That's basically items and weapons and so on. And some armored guards there as well, okay. And then we have the Streets of Mayhem. This is environment cards. And I haven't really played around much with those. I know they exist in the Rise of the Red Skull, right? I think they exist, these environment cards. I haven't really used that yet. So I'm a bit lost on that. But there's 4 of those. We'll figure stuff out as we go here. Again, it's been a little while since I played. So then we have the Crossfire's Crew, which is 6 cards. Sounds like there's going to be minions, right? So we have Controller, Corruptor, Crossfire, Mr. Fear, and Caught in the Crossfire here, which is a treachery card. Okay. Then we keep going with the Mr. Hyde. So this is just 4 cards. The side scheme, a minion. There we have the actual Mr. Hyde minion. He looks pretty nasty. 10 health. Brute Elite Masters of Evil. Okay. Alright. Then we come with Brothers Grimm. This is minions, right? Some attachments. Bunch of attachments. Okay, so this is Brothers Grimm card, and then they get different kinds of attachments to them as well. Also look pretty strong there. Yeah, I agree, Daniel. Ant-Man is really one of the best here, and I think it's fun. I like the whole thing where he can go, go 3 ways instead of 2. I haven't found a good way to sleeve this card though, but he can become giant and so on. That's gonna be fun. We start off with Scott Lang, of course. Then here we have the Wrecking Crew. Oh, so the Wrecking Crew comes in as a. So we have Wrecker, Bulldozer, Piledriver, Thunderbolt. I really like the Wrecking Crew scenario pack. Played that a bit lately, actually. Well, like it's the latest one I played, I think. I didn't play them in chronological order. I just played them. I bought everything, I got a bunch, so on. And then we have Beastie Boys. So Beastie Boys is just 4 cards here, and it's 3 different minions. Well, it's 2 different minions, Mandrill and Griffin. And if you know the comics, you probably recognize a lot of these that I don't recognize. So that's the 9 sets. Let's put them to the side here. And then I think we'll just choose a die to randomly determine what we will be starting off with. So we are going to put out 7. So I'm just going to take basically 7. The 7 first here that I grabbed. And then we'll just put the Ransacked Armory and the Beastie Boys off to the side. We're not going to play with those today. And again, you could have, so you take 7, and you could do it randomly. So you could take from like the whole game if you have a bunch of other sets, of course. And now we're going to choose one of these at random and shuffle it into the encounter deck. All right, so let's see here. Let's just take a die. We'll have them from 1 to 7, and I rolled a 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think we can look at it. So okay, so we got the Brothers Grimm. So Brothers Grimm is going to go in here, and let me shuffle this up. Now these are not sleeved. Oh wait, how does that work? Oh, this one needs to be sleeved because this one has 2 sides, right? Formidable Foe. Huh. That's weird. Oh yeah. These shouldn't be out there. These are the main schemes, so they should be like here. They should be under this. But that's weird for this one. So if we do it, wait, does it start? Oh, okay, that's why. Yeah. It starts setup. Oh, that's true. Hey, successful geek, hyped about the hood. It's cool, cool to hear. So I'm happy that you're here, so you get to see how it's played. All right, so this is permanent setup. The villain gains steady. Okay, so he will have steady the whole game. And since he's steady, that's a new keyword for me at least. I think it's new for the game. Again, I haven't played through the whole Galaxy's Most Wanted and so on, so I'm not sure. But so it says steady characters require 2 status cards of the same type to be stunned or confused. So it's going to be really hard to stun or confuse him because I have to do it twice. Wow. That is tricky. Okay, but this is out here. He is steady. And now let me just shuffle this up. And while I do this, I will sort of repeat myself and say it's at the beginning of the video as well. But if you want to be in the giveaway and win the hood set and the stickers and Draco Meeple and the promo cards and the keychain from Asmodee, then all you need to do is to send me an email at bgwniramas, as you can see there, at gmail.com. And on Sunday, in 3 days, I will randomly pick a winner and I will send them an email. And then also I will announce who the winner is on my Facebook page at bgwniramas and on Instagram. And I will also do a post here. There's a community tab. So basically, if you're a subscriber to the channel, which you should be, by the way, if you want to join the giveaway, you have to be a subscriber to the channel. Then you will, in your feed, in your YouTube feed, as a subscriber, you will see like, oh, if I post a new video, we'll see it. But you will also see it. You will also see the community posts that I do. I do them from time to time, some pictures or something fun. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, everyone doesn't have like Facebook or whatever. So it's nice to be able to do some community updates. Jess, I'm not going to drop everything and play Werewolf. Not right now. I am going to do the stream. And then I might jump in for some Werewolf later tonight. Actually, I do play a lot of Werewolf or enjoy it. Hey, see, Shay's here. So, oh yeah, Chad is saying it's permanent. Yeah, so this is permanent. I don't think we can get rid of this. It's Gmail, so it's bgwniramas. Let me just put that while I talk here. Let's do. Yeah, there we go. It can be like that while we talk here, because while I shuffle, you guys can send emails. Anyway, that's permanent. What else was it we were talking about? Oh yeah, Steady. Steady's new. Okay, so Steady is a new effect. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I really need to get through the Galaxy's Most Wanted. I haven't played through it yet. I only played through half of the Rights of the Red. I don't think I even played that much. I play mostly like random, like a villain, and I usually play 2 characters when I play off cam. I thought it was easier though to have 1 character for this playthrough here, since today I'm doing a playthrough, but this is what I want to show you, the hood. It's not so much about the hero. And I did want to pick a hero that I know as well, so I played Ant-Man a bunch, so that's why I picked Ant-Man. Because, yeah, I don't want to make it too complicated for myself. There we go. We have the encounter deck set up. Let me remove this text here. Don't need to have that all the time. And I think we are pretty much ready to start playing here. We are going to... Let me see here. I think I will actually... Okay, this is a bit fiddly. I will actually pull out the... I have all my boxes here, so I'm using the main box here. I just have the folded space insert. So let me pull out. See, where did I put those? There we go. I want to have a reference card because I do. It's been a while since I played, and I tend to, especially when I do this on camera, I tend to forget things. That's pretty normal, I guess. And I don't like to mess it up too much when I play the game. It was a while, like a few months ago, I played this a lot. Then I knew everything by heart, but I've been playing a lot of other stuff. Yeah, I'm excited about the Mad Titans Shadows. Because just thematically, because I watched the movies and everything, I think that one looks really cool to me. With Thanos and all that. So I do look forward to that one. I think it's coming really soon. I have it pre-ordered, or like I'm gonna get it from Game Maniacs, which is the Game Maniacs.sc is the main sponsor for the channel. They are sending me one as soon as they get it in stock. I think it's coming pretty soon. Yeah, so let's just get started. Hey, Bjorn is here as well. So we did that. We did the setup here. We have the hood 1 and 2. We have the standard encounter set. All right, so now as we flip this does says when revealed, each player must resolve the hood's foul playable. Okay, so first of all, we should put one threat on here as well. And I am used to playing two-handed. So it's going to be a little bit weird for me to just do it one-handed. So if it reaches 5, we will move on here to the next main scheme part, which is probably nasty, usually are. But this is, we have to resolve the hood's foul playability in player order. I just realized I'm not really sure, do we do this, do we do our player setup first? I can't recall. Or do we do the villain setup first? I think you guys probably know that. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check out your podcast as well. I listen to a lot of podcasts, but I haven't listened to a Marvel Champions podcast. I have to do that. Sounds fun. Anyway, the foul play here says to discard the top card of the encounter deck. If that card does not belong to the hood's encounter set, deal it to yourself as a face down encounter card. So basically, wait, why is it face? Yeah, this confuses me, because if I deal it to myself as a face down encounter card, I am going to be exposed to. I'm gonna play the card like I'm gonna be exposed to whatever it is, right? When we come to the encounter phase. But why does it say face down? Because I do have to look at it. Otherwise, I don't know if it belongs to, if it doesn't belong to the hood's encounter set. Don't know. I'm just gonna do what it says. So I will have to look at it. Otherwise, I don't know. So this is from the Brothers Grimm set. Okay, so yeah, okay. So then it's, so I know what it is, but it's going to come later on. It's gonna be, I'm gonna have 2 encounter cards basically for the first villain phase. That's great. Okay, we do villain first. Okay, yeah, okay, so I did that correctly. Now let's do Scotland. So I should have 6 cards. We'll see if I want to. And these are sleeved, by the way. I do have all my cards are sleeved except for this new stuff, because I didn't want to. I don't want to sleeve it because I wasn't sure earlier today. I wasn't sure like what am I going to use and what am I not going to use, and you know, also sleeves and lights usually not that great combination. Even if these are matte, but yeah, it's pretty good, I think. All right, so Army of Ants. I do strength. I do want to keep. Resize is so cool, which lets me change to my other hero form and draw a card. I like that one. It's free as well. Army of Ants is pretty good. If I'm in tiny form, I can use this to do 1 damage to an enemy. I do like that. Oh, Successful Geek says the player usually goes. Well, yeah, I will go first. It was just a setup part. Like if I was supposed to do this thing before I drew my hand, that was the only question I had there. Inspiring Presence can only play if I'm Avenger, which means I need to go into hero mode, right? Heal a damage from an ally. I won't have. This is also ally. Okay. So that's, I'm not gonna keep those. And this is when I go to giant form. I get +1 attack. I think I will skip. I'm gonna keep these. I'm gonna discard these 3 here. For replacement. Okay, another Army of Ants, which is interesting because then I have if I get both of these out, I really want to go into tiny hero form. And this is attached to an ally as well. And here we have an event, the Hive Mind, which is also play if you're in tiny form, and then it's a thwart. So I remove 2 threat from a scheme, remove an additional threat from that scheme for each Army of Ants. Oh yeah. So these go well together. So okay, I'm starting to see some kind of thing forming here. I think basically, yeah, we could do something like that. Okay, we'll see. So that is my starting hand, and I'm going to be first to act, right? So where do we? I mean, I was looking through this earlier, and I'm just gonna look through it really quick again because there's like. If there's anything that I should know here. So it explains steady, for example. The insight. Then you put threat on the main scheme. Hinder, when a card with the hinder keyword is revealed, you put threat on that card. So it's that card or it's the main scheme. I haven't played with those much. I know insight exists earlier at least. And we're using the standard encounter set instead. There's a little bit of a story text here. I'm not going to read it. I'll let you do that on your own. And here you can choose, so you have like basically a ranking how hard these encounter sets are. So if you want to, you can do it that way instead of doing it randomly like I did now. So you can choose like if you want lower, moderate, or higher difficulty. I have no idea what difficulty I have in there right now. I'm probably gonna get beaten really bad. And there's also strategy tips for the different modular sets, which I think is pretty cool as well. I should probably read that. I haven't. Okay, well, I'm just gonna rely on you guys in the chat helping me out here with some strategy tips if it comes to that. And we'll see how it goes. So I will say that I'm not that good at this game. I've played a while, and I felt like I really got stuff down and I really got into it. But then I still got beaten a lot as well. So yeah. So card wise here, what do we start with? I think I'm thinking if we go to Tiny. We go to Tiny, we can remove a threat, right? So that's pretty good. And then we could use these right away to just start doing damage. Yeah, that's probably good. Is there any reason we wanna? No. So let's go to Tiny. So we go to Ant-Man Tiny. Well, actually, we could do this. This is interesting. Let's go to Ant-Man, to the giant form. So we switch to giant form as our, free switch each round. That will do 1 damage to him. So he goes down to 13. Then we will play Resize, change to your other hero form, draw a card. So now we will switch to Tiny, because that's where we want to end up, sort of. And then we will remove a threat from Scheme. And we get to draw a card. That's good. And we get the helmet. This is when we have this out, when we change to giant form, we heal 2 damage from our hero, and we go to Tiny, we draw a card. This is a good one to have out. But if we, the decisions in this game is so hard. If we go that way, we could do strength and something else. But then we can't do the Army of Ants as I was planning to. I think I will hold on to this. I might play this next round then. I don't want to play Hive Mind now though. I think I will just use Hive Mind to pay. You know what? Let's do this. Oh, we should. Okay, well, let's do this. I want this out here. So let's play the helmet. I'll pay with strength and another card. So this is so good when we change to Tiny form. We just draw a card. We can just go back and forth to Tiny, I think. So we have that out there. Let's pay with those. And I can get 1 Army of Ants out. So let's pay with the Hive Mind. I'm gonna keep the other Army of Ants because I really like that. I think we're gonna be basing this player a lot around the Tiny form. So there we go, and now we can do some attacking and so on. And we can do this, exhaust this to do 1 damage. So it goes down to 12, and then we'll attack with, tiny little Ant-Man here. It's just going to do 1 damage, but he goes down to 11 at least. So that's pretty good. Now, of course, I wish I had this earlier, but I got it after I did the whole switch or changing. Okay, so let's just gonna keep this card. We're drawing up to 5, so draw 4 more. Let's see what we got. So we have Moxie, which is after you change form, we get +1 toward, +1 attack and +1 defense until the end of the round. That's pretty good as well. And this is really like based on Ant-Man and Wasp, right? I think maybe I even put in some card in here. I have 2 Moxies. I think I put something in here that was from Wasp, because I think the last game I actually played of this, maybe 2 months ago, I played against the Wrecking Crew and I played with Wasp and Ant-Man because I like that combination. I think they are so cool. And this is attaching to an ally. Don't really know what allies we have in here. So this is I think this is a deck that I built with leadership. I don't think it's a standard one. I just pulled it out of the box because it was the one I had last time. And this is play a card from your hand that shares a trait with your hero. Wow, I don't know. Well, that would be Avenger, right? Because they're not going to be tiny. Well, this is tiny, I guess. Okay, we'll see what we'll do. That is our hand anyway. And now let's ready everything up, and we are ready for a villain phase. So, threat on the main scheme, we're doing 1 here, right? Since we're 1 player. And I mean, I don't think Ant-Man is not really about stunning or confusing, but some heroes would be really have a hard time against the Hood, because they might be based on being strong at stunning or confusing, and then it's really hard to do against him since he's steady. So yeah, all right. Then he is going to come at me, and he is going to attack me since I'm in hero form. I don't think I will defend. He's pretty weak. He only has 1 attack here in his first iteration as well, at least. So let's just take it, and it is, oh wow, it's 2 more, so it's 3. That was pretty rough. So we're taking 3, so I'm down to 9. That was way more than I expected. Okay, anyway, then we are going to deal an encounter card, and remember we already have an encounter card because of the foul play. So let's start with that one. So this is the Unbreakable Thread. So this is the attachment. So attach to a mystic minion if you cannot attach to the villain. Okay, so we are going to attach it to the Hood anyway. And this says forced response. After attached enemy activates against you, discard this card. Choose and discard 1 ally, support or upgrade you control, and deal yourself 1 face down encounter card. Wow. So that's going to be a lot of encounter cards against this guy, seems like. That's rough. Okay, so he's going to get this. We're going to attach it over here. And then the other encounter card is from the standard 2. So it's from the new standard set. And let's see if we can get some focus over there. Dark Dealings. So this says Treachery. When revealed, the villain schemes with +1 scheme. If we draw this as a boost, it gives the villain 1 additional boost card. Okay. Wow, that's rough. So he's going to scheme with +1 scheme. So he's scheming. Wow. Look at this. Okay, so he's scheming for 2, 3, and the boost is if the villain is attacking, he's not. So it's 3. So all of a sudden he's up to 4 out of 5 here on the main scheme. Wow, that went quick. That's a bit too quickly for my taste, but okay. That was his thing, right? So now we are going back to me. And I need to do something about all that threat. That's a lot of threat. That is terrible. Oh. And Moxie is not really going to help me right now. Because, like, Moxie is good when I go from Scott Lang to Ant-Man, to the Tiny or whatever. Because then I can play it and I get +1 Thwart. That would have been nice now. But right now it doesn't really help me, because if I just go to Scott Lang, I mean, I could obviously go to the giant form. Maybe I should. Huh. I mean, I could go to Scott Lang and that would heal 1. Or I could just go to giant to do 1 damage to him, and then I would get... Oh, I would get +1 to Thwart. I would need to Thwart +1 to attack. I could do 4 damage, and then 5 if I use Army of Ants first. And then I would heal 2. Yeah. I think that's where we're going. I think we're going to giant. I think so. But I mean, I would like to get... If I do 2, I could do that. I could do that. Okay, yeah. I think I'll do it this way then. So I'll pay these 2 to get team building exercise out. Because the thing is, when he activates, this upgrade here is going to force me to discard an ally, a support, or an upgrade I control. I'll probably discard an army of ants then. Yeah, so I'm paying those 2 to put out team building exercise. I think this is a good idea. And then I will wait, then I can't get the army of ants out. No, I can't. So I exhaust this. This is the plan. I exhaust this. I play a card from my hand that shares a trait with my hero, reducing its resource cost by 1. And since I'm tiny, I can play this army of ants because this is also tiny. I can play that for free. So there we go. That was the plan. And I have this one still. So now, before I change form here, I will use my 2 army of ants to do 2 damage. So he's down to 9. And then I will go into the giant form. And when I do, I will deal 1 damage to the enemy, so he goes down to 8. But also because I have my helmet, after I change to giant form, I heal 2 damage for myself, so I heal up to 11. So that's good. And then I will play the Moxie. So here responds, after I change form, I get +1 to everything until the end of the round. And this is free. So now I can attack for 4 if I want to. But that is an issue. But now I can't really thwart, right? I mean, I could have thwarted before. When I was in tiny form, I would have thwarted 2. Yeah, I think I should. I can thwart for 2 now as well because I have +1. Or I can attack for 4. He will be down to 4. I don't know. I don't know how bad it is if I let this run out, right? It's probably bad. I mean, obviously. That's how the game works. But do I want to push that forward, or do I just go for smashing him a bit? You know what? I'm just going to smash. So I'm going to attack. I'm going to attack for 4. I mean, 4 damage in 1 attack. That's too good to pass up. So that's where I am right now, thanks to Moxie and everything. Now let's draw up. There's only 4 in hand size. I hate ending on giant. Next time I'll switch to tiny, right? But so I got the helicarrier. I don't think I will get that one out this game. Pin Particles is pretty cool. After I spend this card, I heal 2 damage if I'm in giant form, or draw a card if I'm in tiny form. So basically I can just spend it when I'm in tiny to draw a card. That would be good, since I only have 4 cards. And then the enhanced awareness is the mental counters. That would be good to get out as well, sort of like the helicarrier a little bit. Giant Stomp is cool. So if you're in giant form, I deal 1 damage to each minion and deal 8 to an enemy. If we get minions, we might get minions before it's my turn again. We'll see. So that was my turn. I will refresh everything. I could remember if I defend now, I have +1, so I do have 4 defense. So I think I will defend. I think so, because yeah, I think I should. All right, let's start off with threat on the main scheme. So this is going to pop, so it's going to go to 5. And this could be terrible, I don't know. But this playthrough is all about showing you the thing, right? Oh yeah, some successful geek here says he just ordered Ant-Man and Wasp last week. They look super cool, or he or she, I have no idea. I'm sorry. And yeah, they are really cool. I really like playing them together as well. Like even if I play solo, I play 2-handed because they sort of combo with each other. It's just thematically so cool as well. All right, so we are going to get rid of this one here, and we go to the 2A. So, through hard work, determination, and a lot of illegal activity, the Hood has expanded his empire, gathering a formidable force that threatens the safety of every citizen in New York City. Maybe I should have read the story text to start off with, but no, he's a criminal in New York and all that. When revealed, choose one. Here we go. So now this is cool. Now we choose a set-aside modular encounter at random and shuffle it into the encounter deck. And oh wow, we place an acceleration token on the main scheme. That's not good. And okay, so let's do that first. So we have, what is it, 6 now? I don't have a 6-sided die handy, but I rolled a 1. Okay. So this here, we're gonna get the Streets of Mayhem as well. We're gonna shuffle this into here, which means now there's more cards. I mean, that's good. This is more cards, because then it takes longer before he runs out of cards, and we have to do an acceleration token. The problem is we have to do acceleration token just by the effect. So that kind of counters that effect, right? And also this means that the percentage in here now of the Hoods card compared to non-Hood cards just, you know, shifted. So that means that it's more likely when we do the foul play that we're now going to pull out a card that is not the Hood, which means that, again, we will have another encounter card. So it's bad. All right, so we did that, and now we're going to put an acceleration token, which is terrible as well. Yeah, that's terrible. Okay, so now we have the Promised Prosperity. So it says, when revealed, each player must resolve the Hood's foul play ability in player order. For each player who has not dealt at least one face down encounter card this way, place 2 threat here. Oh, wow. Okay, so now this is going to be a +2. It's going to start with 2, and if it gets to 8, we're going to see the 3rd card, which is probably not a good thing to do. But anyway, so that was just from the threat on the main scheme at the beginning, right? Yeah, this is not good. Okay, now we have to resolve the Hood's foul play. So the foul play happens, we're going to discard the top card of the encounter deck. If it does not belong to the Hood, then we're going to deal it to ourselves as a face down. And this is the Hood, which is good in a sense. Okay, so this is discarded. So that's good. The problem is that this said that for each player who did not get an extra encounter card this way, we place 2 threat here. So all of a sudden we're already up to 4 out of the 8. And we have an acceleration token. So yeah. Okay, this is tough. Okay, so that was just the scheme card. Now we go to he's going to attack. He will attack for just 1. So should I defend? I don't think I can. I have to thwart. I have to do something about this. I will have to go to like Tiny Form and then thwart. So I'm not going to defend. I still have 11 health. So he's doing 1 plus another 1. And Boost says after its activation ends, resolve the foul play ability. Oh, okay. So he did 2. So I'm down to 9 so far. That's what happened. Then this will trigger. This says after he activated, I have to choose to discard an ally, support, or upgrade I control. Should I don't want to get rid of team building. No, I'll just get rid of one of the army of ants. I will have to do that. And then I have to deal myself and face down encounter card. Great. Okay. So that was the attack, right? Yeah. Now we do the encounters. Now we'll deal an encounter card. And now we'll start resolving this. The first one here is the Hood's Pistol. Let's see, where's the camera? There we go. So the Hood's Pistol here is a weapon attached to the Hood. We can spend 1 mental and 1 strength resource to discard this card. It gives +1 to each. So that's not great to have out there. And then this one is... Oh, did I shuffle badly? Because this is a second pistol. So he's got a dual wield. I assume he just attacked... Yeah, I assume he just... I mean, it's not a unique card. Doesn't have a unique symbol. So I guess he will just have 2 of these then. Wow, so we need to spend resources to get rid of them. Otherwise, he's sitting right now at 3/3 in scheme and attack. That could be really nasty. Hey, Rickard. I'm gonna answer in English, even though you wrote in Swedish, so everyone understands. But it's not going great. I don't feel like I will win this, but I shouldn't win it the first time I tried, right? All right. So now he's dual wielding pistols against me. He's a 3/3. And that was his turn, my turn, but I only have 4 cards because I was in giant mode. Now I could do the giant stomp, but now there's no minions. I was kind of hoping in a sense that he would put out some minions, though giant stomp would make more sense. And now if I do it, it would deal 8 damage, which wouldn't make any sense because he only has 4 life. Oh, should I take him out? I mean, I should deal with this. That's the main problem. I want to spend the pim particles, but what would I spend them on? Maybe the awareness? Because the thing is, awareness would generate a mental resource. And I need mental resource to get rid of these pistols. So I think it's a good idea to get this out there. And then I want to do pim particles. So I could do it now, and then I would heal 2. Since I'm in giant form. Or I could wait until I switch over to tiny, which I plan to do. And then I would instead draw a card. So the question is, what is most important? I'm not going to do giant stomp for 3. Because, yeah, there's no minions and all that. And 8 is too much. Or I could get Helicarrier out, I guess. Let's see, could I do the team building? I don't think I can. Oh, I can if I do giant stomp, then it would only cost 2. But I don't think I will. So instead, what I think what I'll do is I'll do it this way. I'm gonna, because the thing is, my helmet will let me draw a card when I switch to tiny as well, so I can draw 2 cards, and I can use the Army of Ants. Yeah, I think I'll go that way, and then I can thwart. Yeah, okay. So I am going to switch over to tiny form. When I switch over to tiny form, I remove a threat from a scheme. And because of the helmet, I can also draw a card. Oh, I got another Moxie. Can I play Moxie right away? I should be able to, right? Because, you know, it's after I change form. I think I should be able to. Because, I mean, basically the response here, that was the hero response to let me draw the card. I still haven't done anything else. So I think I'm okay to play another response card. I think so. I'm going to do that. If it's incorrect, then, you know, let me know in the comment section or in the chat. But I think I'm still in sort of a response phase where I have switched over. And now I can play a card that has a hero response. I think I can. So then it says, after I change form, I get +1 thwart, +1 attack, and +1 defense until the end of the round, which means I now have 3 in thwart. So then I can thwart for 3. And that's good. Then I will get enhanced awareness out. So this would normally, so this costs 2. I can't use team building because it doesn't fit the keyword. So this is a condition. So that's an upgrade. I need to pay 2. I'm going to pay with, I'm going to keep the giant stomp, who knows. But I'm going to pay with pim particles and with the helicarrier. And since I'm using pim particles and I'm in tiny form, I get to draw a card when I play that one. Or, you know what? I'm going to keep the helicarrier instead. I'm going to pay with these 2. You'll see why in a minute. Okay, and I get to draw a card because of that. Oh, I got another pim particles. That's interesting. That's good. I can use this later on. All right, so now I am going to use this. I should put 3 mental counters on this. I'm going to use this. I'm going to give up one of the counters to generate a mental resource. And I'm going to pay helicarrier, which is a fist, a strength resource. So then I can get rid of one of the guns. I need to do something about that because that's getting out of hand when he's dual wielding his pistols. All right, so I did that. Now I have this pim particle. I will keep this because this could be really good later on. I really like that one. And I am in tiny mode, so I can use my Army of Ants, get him down to 3. So next turn, hopefully I can take him out, right? We'll see if we get there. And I think that's everything. I'm going to keep this one around. I couldn't use team building exercise this time around, which was a bit sad, but I get to draw 4 more cards because I have hand size of 5. And let's see what I got. There we go with the stickers. I got another team building exercise. That's a bit overkill, I think. Call for aid. Discard cards from the top of your deck until you discard an Avenger ally. I think we have some allies in here. First aid is pretty good. Genius is good. Okay, so we got some good resources. That's good. We'll see what we'll do. We don't have any response or anything really, so let's just go over to the villain phase after we refresh everything, of course. Oh, and this is gonna hurt because now he has the acceleration, so it's gonna be 2. I'm happy that I got rid of a lot of it there. So he gets 2 there. Then he is going to attack, and he's attacking for 2 now. If I defend, I have +1 because I still played Moxie, right? So I have 3 in defense. I think I will have to defend. I think I am, yeah. So I'm defending for 3. And he's attacking for 2 + 2, so that's 4. Oh, that's the obligation. It's good to get rid of that. So I'm only taking 1 damage. I think that was good. Right, then we do encounters. So this time it's only 1. I think this is the first time. That's only 1. And this is something new here. This is from the Brothers Grimm. So this is an attachment. Attach to a mystic minion if you cannot attach to the villain. I assume the Brothers Grimm are mystics, right? And then this says, force response after attached enemy activates against you. Discard this card, stun your identity, and deal yourself 1 face down encounter card. Wow, that's terrible. All these attachments, right? And I can't get rid of that. Like, I just have to take it. I mean, this one I can at least, the pistol I can at least get rid of if I use the resources, but... Alright, well that was it. That was it. Let's go to my turn. I am exhausted though, which is a bit sad. But I mean, I should change form, right? Because then I can heal for 2 if I go to Giant. Before that, I should use Army of Ants though. What else am I using here? I can use Pin Particles to draw a card. That would be good, actually. Let's do that. Let's do that. So let's play First Aid to heal 2. I don't know, maybe I'm too careful here, but I'm doing that to heal. And I'm paying with Pin Particles. Since I'm in tiny form, I get to draw a card. And I got the Reinforced Suit attached. Oh, wow. It seems like this. I built this deck to be all about allies, and I haven't seen a single ally yet. So I hope, I guess they're in there. Maybe I just did bad deck building back in July or whatever it was. Hey, Udon. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'm happy to stream. I haven't been that active lately, so I'm trying to get back into my normal schedule. It takes a while to get into like making videos again after my vacation and everything. So I was happy to do this stream here for Fantasy Flight Games. That was great for me to wait for me to just get back to streaming really. All right, so I have my cards here. I don't think I will do another team building exercise. I don't see that being useful. But if I don't, then what am I doing really? I mean, I could find an ally and then I can attach this to the ally. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So I'll play Call for Aid. I'll discard cards until I find an Avenger ally and add it to my hand. So that's an event. That's another Army of Ants. That's Avengers Mansion. Resize. Oh, I like that one. Okay, Giant Man is an Avenger. Okay, so here we go. So Giant Man is in my hand. It costs 5 though. Oh, that's not gonna happen. I mean, he's really strong though. He gets +2 attack when he has 3 or more remaining hit points. He's a 4 attacker. But I can't play it for 5. Oh wait, can I? Yeah, play a card from your hand that shares a trait with your hero, reducing its card cost by 1. And I'm an Avenger, he's an Avenger, so he only costs 4. I have 2, 3, 4. Then I can't do the upgrade, but I'm gonna get Giant Man out here. Nice, I didn't see that coming. Okay, so he has 4 attack right now as well, which I don't really need. Well, actually I could, you know what, I could just use him now. Could I use this to generate a resource as well? Should I have gotten, maybe I should have gotten rid of the gun. Ah well, I did this because it sounded fun at the moment. So I have Giant Man. I am going to attack for 4. He's going to take 1 damage, but as long as he has 3 or more remaining hit points, it's still a +2 attack. So he's going to be a 4 next turn as well. So for 4, I am taking this guy out, the Hood, and we will switch over to the Hood 2. And this says, let's see, so he has 16 hit points. Wow, maybe I can take him out. If I'm in Giant form and I use Giant Man, I can do huge damage next turn. But okay, right now, he goes up 1 in scheming, so he's at 2 now. And it says, when revealed, choose 1 set-aside modular encounter set at random. Shuffle it into the encounter deck. Okay, so again, we have 5 left now. And I rolled a 7 and a 6. And I should have gotten another die out. There we go, 5. Which is not really fair, because anyway, it doesn't matter. So we have these here. So now we have the Mr. Hyde comes in. I'm going to shuffle this into the encounter deck. Then it says foul play. Discard the top 2 cards of the encounter deck. Deal the first card discarded this way that does not belong to the Hood to yourself as a face down encounter card. So like he adds card to the deck, which makes it longer before he gets the acceleration token and has to reshuffle. On the other hand, now whenever foul play happens now, he's going to discard 2 cards. So basically that's a counter to that, and also it also basically means 2 cards instead of 1 means 2 chances to find a card that it's not a Hood card, which means I'm going to have to take it as an encounter. So it's a way to give me more encounters as well. So I really like this villain so far. It's really cool. I like the pulling in different encounters during the gameplay, because it's going to be so varied. You can, you know, pull out a bunch of encounter sets that you have from other parts of the game and just combine them in different ways, and then he's going to pull them out randomly. Yeah, I think it's so much variation in this. Okay, so that was because we beat him down to the second. Now he has 16. Giant Man did his thing. And I'm going to do Army of Ants. So that's 1 damage. It's down to 15. And I guess I will just switch over to Giant. And when I do, of course, I will do 1 damage to an enemy. So he's down to 14. And because of my helmet, I will heal 2 damage when I change to Giant form. So I'm back up to 12 max hit points again. So that's looking pretty good. I mean, I'm at max hit points. There's only 2 threat on the main scheme. These are a bit scary, the attachments, but I think it's looking pretty good. I only draw 4 cards. That's annoying. I have this one as resource generation though. So I got Wasp as you know, an ally. That's pretty cool. After she enters play, deal 2 damage to an enemy, and if I'm in Giant form, if I'm tiny, then I remove 2 threats. So she's very versatile like that. And the gauntlets, Stinger, it's another ally. Here comes all the allies, I guess. And it doesn't count towards the ally limit. And another 2. Do I have 3 team building exercises in here? I need to do something about it. That's a bit too much, I think. Yeah, anyway. I haven't really done too much deck building here. So let's refresh everything. And we head over to the villain. And we start off with 2 because of the acceleration token. So that's 2 more here. So that's halfway to 8. Then the attack is going to happen. And I have full health, so I'm not going to defend. So he's attacking for... We're going to do this after, but it's 2 first. 2 plus 1. Okay, so that's 3. Down to 9. That wasn't too bad. And then this will happen. So it says, after he activates, I will be stunned. That's no fun. And I have to deal myself a face down encounter card. And then, of course, the attack is over. So now we'll do another card. And then we'll just resolve these. So we have the hide card came in here, the hide formula. When revealed, if Calvin Sabo is in play, he's not. He schemes with plus 3 schemes, then he takes 4 damage. If Mr. Hyde is in play, give him a tough status card. And if neither is in play, this card against search. Okay, so we just search that one. And there is. There's Hyde. Okay, so Hyde comes out as a minion. And I mean, his Brute Elite Monsters of Evil, he has 10 hit points. When revealed, if Calvin Sabo is engaged with the player, he's not. Discard Calvin Sabo and Mr. Hyde engages that player. So he turns into Mr. Hyde, right? Give Mr. Hyde a tough status card and deal 1 damage to each hero and ally in play. So this will not happen because Calvin Sabo is not in play. So he's just going to come out and, you know, be engaged here with Ant-Man. Which is, you know, a 3 attack. That's pretty bad. But okay, let's look at the other one here. We also have a lovely black pellets attached to a mystic minion. We still don't have the Brothers Grimm, the mystic minion. So we're going to attach this to the villain. And this says, force response. After attached enemy activates against you, discard this card. Discard 1 card at random from your hand and deal yourself 1 face down encounter card. These attachments are so nasty. We get so many encounter cards that way. So they just snowball because we get more and more. And he still has his gun. Oh wow. Okay. So that was his activation. We're still alive. I mean, he has 14 health. So I'm stunned. That's the problem. Like, otherwise, there is a little chance. I mean, he's going to do 4. We could switch over to Tiny. That's 5. If I wasn't stunned, I would do 8 out of 14. But this is just going to keep getting worse and worse. Like, so I think we need to try to beat him, really. So what could we do? What could we do? I mean, since I'm stunned, I think I will just keep being stunned and just switch over to Tiny. Because that way I will remove threat and I can thwart. But you know what? If we play Wasp now, she will deal 2 damage. Well, here we have actually our wrist gauntlets. If we're in giant form, we can exhaust this and spend 2 fist resources to stun an enemy. That would be worthless against the Hood because he is steady anyway. Yeah, I want Wasp out. So let's do team building exercise because we're both Avengers. So then it only costs 2. So let's pay these 2. And when Wasp comes out, she will look for, after she enters play, depending on which form I'm in Giant, that will do 2 damage to an enemy. So he's down to 12. Then I will do this. I will use this one here, spend a mental resource together with the fist from over here. That's going to get rid of the gun. No more guns for you, Hood. And then Giant Man is going to attack, right? So he's doing 4 damage because he still has 3 health. So he's bringing this down to 8. And he's going to take a damage, which means from now on he's only 2 attacks. Then I'll switch over to Tiny. And when I do, I get to remove a threat from the scheme. And because of my helmet, I get to draw a card. Last Stand, what is this? When an ally you control attacks, it gets +3 attack for that attack. And then after the attack resolves, discard that ally. Now, if I had waited with Giant Man, I could have played this. But I didn't want to discard him anyways, so I think I will just use this for, like, I think I will discard this. I don't think I'll use it. All right, now let's do Army of Ants. That's 1 more damage. So he's down to 7. If we can just survive 1 more round, I think we can do 7. With Giant Man, we go to Giant form. We have Wasp. Oh yeah, Wasp hasn't acted yet. So Wasp could, let me move stuff a little bit. Wasp could do something. Yeah, Wasp is going to attack for 2. She's going to take 1, consequential damage, but So he's down to 5. So as long as we survive this next round, I think we have this. I might have done some mistakes or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I missed something or whatever. Maybe I'm cheating without knowing it. That's what usually happens in. Oh, Ant-Man hasn't done anything either. Ant-Man can, I mean, he's stunned, but he can still thwart. So let's thwart for 2, of course. There we go. Right, now let's discard last stand and draw 5 cards. So we have the Ant-Man ally. I don't understand how the Hank Pym. I don't remember how that the movie. How is that possible? I don't know. Then we have the power of leadership. We have the giant strength. So this gets +1 attack in giant form. Ronin here to attack. And he gets +1 thwart and +1 attack when an upgrade is attached to him. And energy. Yeah, we can probably do some good stuff here in the next. Well, he's gonna do his thing as well, I guess. But all right, let's reset everything here. Refresh, I think we should call it. And then we will go to the villains phase, where we start off with 2 more threat on the main scheme. But we've been able to keep that under control, so that's good. Now he will attack. And I have 9 health. I think I'm fine. I'm not gonna... He doesn't have his gun anymore. But he's gonna do this, though. I would have to discard a card from my hand. Oh, well. So he's gonna attack for 1. +2. So that's 3. I'm down to 6. And then this happens. And this says I have to discard a random card from my hand and deal myself a face down encounter card. So let's just get rid of 1 here at random. And that's the power of leadership. I don't know. That's not that great. Now we get an encounter card from that. Then we have Mr. Hyde. So he's going to attack for 3. So we're down to 3. Just take that straight up. I think we can win next time. I hope so. Then we're going to do an encounter card. And we start off with this one here, which is the upper hand. So this is from the hood. So I think this... I haven't seen that many hood cards. This says, when revealed in hero form, the hoods attacks you. Oh no. There we go. That's the game, I think. He attacks you, resolve the hood's foul play ability. So he's going to attack for 1. Now I am going to defend, because I only have 3 health here. Or I could have Giant Man defend. He only has 5. I mean, what could he get? He could get like 3... He can't kill me. I don't think he can kill me, that famous last words, but I don't think so. I could have Giant Man or Wasp defend. But either way, it's better that they defend than I do it, because if I go to giant form, I have 3 attack. They only have 2. Yeah, so that's better. So let's have Wasp defend, I think. Because if I don't think it matters. They're very similar right now. Let's have Wasp defend. He's attacking for 1. And that's 2. Boost says, after this activation ends, put Brothers Grimm into play, engage with the first player. So they are going to come into play here as well. But they're not going to, it's after the activation ends, so they don't get to activate this time around. Okay. So he attacked for 2, so Wasp is gone. Okay, let's do one thing at a time here, because I'm getting confused. So now Brothers Grimm says they're Masters of Evil and they're Mystic, so they are the ones supposed to get all those upgrades that he'd be getting, basically. And their forced interrupt is when Brothers Grimm activates against you, discard card from the top of the encounter deck until an attachment is discarded, reveal that card. Yeah, so they will just look for their attachments when they activate. They're not that strong though. They only have 1/1, but anyway. Okay. that's so bad. So that was the first one, right? No, there was something else happening. Let's see. Yeah, resolve the foul play ability. Okay, my mind is getting blown here. Why did he get 2 to start off with? Because of this, the response there. Okay, So we have one more, but before that happens, he's going to do the foul play. So we're going to discard the top 2 cards of the encounter deck, and we'll deal the first card discarded this way that does not belong to the hood as a face down encounter card. And that's going to be this one here. This is the first one that doesn't belong to him, and this is Brothers Grimm. That was the hood. Okay. That was unlucky. I don't know. So this is another attachment attached to a mystic. So now it's going to the Brothers Grimm. And this says, forced response after attached enemy activates against you. Discard this card, take 3 indirect damage, and deal yourself 1 face down encounter card. So all of those are, of course, nasty. That's, you know. And the indirect damage, though, I think that's the one that you can split up, right? So I could give it to, like, my allies and split it up however I want, right? If I recall correctly. Wow, that's a lot of this. This is long turns here. Like, a lot of things are happening on one turn. But that was almost his turn. We still have 1 encounter card. Wow. So basically 3 encounter cards during his turn. And this is Treachery. Overwhelming Force. When revealed, discard the highest cost upgrade or support you control. If no cards were discarded this way, this card against search. The highest cost upgrade or support, that's going to be my helmet. Because it's a 3. Oh, that's... Oh, sad. Okay. I still think we can do it now. But we'd just barely survive that. I mean, I had to give up Wasp, sacrifice Wasp. But now it is my turn. And I can do 5 damage. That shouldn't be a problem, right? Do I even need... Yeah, I could do like... I can't attack because I'm stunned. Giant Man can do 2. Army of Ants can do 1. So I need 2 more damage. And I guess... How does this work? Ant-Man. So gets +1 hit point for each PIM counter on him. When it enters play, place a PIM counter on him to a maximum of 4 for each resource you overpaid for his cost. He only costs 0. So you have to overpay, otherwise he just dies straight out. But I'm not gonna make it too complicated here. I'm just gonna pay 3 resources for Ronin. And he's gonna attack for 2. And I was just scared if these guys had any guard, but they don't, so I can ignore them and just go for the boss. So he's attacking for 2. And then Army of Ants, since I'm in tiny form, will do 1 damage. And then Giant Man, or actually I could just, I didn't need him. I could have just switched to Giant form because then I only do 1 damage. Yeah. So Giant Man is going to finish this off. He's going to do 2 damage and take out the hood. I will still have these minions out here. And now that doesn't matter, right? Because I beat the boss. Now my brain is melting down here from keeping track of everything. I don't need to beat the minions, right? As long as I beat the boss. Or is that another game? No. I don't think so. It says they don't have guard or anything like. So I didn't need to go through them in order to get to the boss. I think that's how it works. I'm gonna call this a win, which I'm very surprised. I mean, I have 3 health, and I wouldn't have survived much longer, especially now 2 minions. I think I got a bit lucky, not having too many minions out that were nasty earlier on. Like if you get Mr. Hyde early, I mean 10 health, that's gonna take a while to take him out, and he's doing 3 damage every time. So I think I got a bit lucky in that sense. And yeah, so I am gonna call it a win. Because if I have to beat the minions, which I don't think you need to in this game, I can't remember now, then I wouldn't have won. Because that's 18 more health I need to get rid of. No, that's not the case, right? They run away, I guess, because I beat the hood. And yeah. But that was normal mode. That's normal mode, and I got a bit lucky, and I'm playing Ant-Man, which is a strong one as well, right? So of course you can play on the expert mode and all that. I think it was really fun. I think it was really cool. I like how it worked with the encounter cards and everything. And I also like that they bring in these new standard 2 cards. just give some variation. That's going to give variation to, like, now I want to go back and play, like, you know, Iron Man or whatever against Rhino, or I don't know, and just put in the standard 2 card and just see how that changes the game. That's a really good addition, I think. So to end the stream, I will repeat myself and say that if you want to win the hood, the scenario pack, and some cool Draco stickers, and a little very, very cute Draco Beeple, and also the promo card here for alternate art for the base game heroes, a bit of alternate art cards here, really cool, and some keychains from Asmodee. If you want to win that, you need to send an email to me. I'll put it up here, and you can send it there to bgwniramas@gmail.com, and just tell me there in the topic, just tell me the hood, and then in the message you can just tell me who's your favorite Marvel Champions hero to play, and then I will randomize that in 3 days on Sunday evening, 9 p.m. Central European time. I will do a randomization. I will let the winner know by email, and I will also post it on YouTube and on my social media. So thank you so much for watching the stream. I hope you had fun. I had really fun streaming, even though I am a bit tired, I will admit, and it's been a while since I played, so it was a lot for my mind to keep track of. I hope I didn't mess up too badly. If I did, tell me in the comment section down here if you're watching this afterwards. And, you know, thank you for all the support. Remember to subscribe to the channel. That really helps out. And also, you know, like the video as well. That's always a good thing to do when you're watching a YouTube video that you enjoy. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great evening or morning or whenever you're watching. Take care. Bye bye.